The NFL is damned interesting right now. It's also bracket time, and we're going to talk about that as well. But before we get there, I had a real quickie for you. Your guy, Deion Sanders. I don't know if you saw this, but he just signed a contract that puts him in the top 10 highest paid coaches in all of college football.
You can expect from Colorado.
We told you we coming. We told you we coming. You thought we was joking. And guess what? We keep receipts. God bless you, America. Ooh, God is good.
He signed a 5-year, $54 million deal, John. I mean, not so bad, right? The base is now $10 million per year. It finishes up at $12 million as you get further out and all the rest of it, blah, blah, blah. But the money, and here's what I would say. Is the investment smart? Hell yes, it's smart. And I'll tell you why, John. So they had the most watched this past year, 54 million viewers in 2024 tuning in to watch his team play, okay? That's pretty impressive. And then you go to the Alamo Bowl, and it's a record. They had 8 million people watching during the Alamo Bowl this year because they got Shador, they've got all these other great players, Travis Hunter, the Heisman Trophy winner. I mean, so not so bad would be the way I would phrase that one. He's got all these other ex-pro athletes that are out there coaching too, John. So, if you're a kid out there and you're kind of on the fence and you're looking between going to Colorado or going to wherever, I think you start leaning towards Colorado, right? I mean, he has turned a corner to some degree. They are not winning every game. We all know that, but it's just amazing, John. How about this? Applications have increased at the school level 20% year over year. They've increased 18% from the out-of-state guys that are applying for it. They have generated $93.9 million for Boulder as a city. I would say that the $10 million they gave them, hell, it might not be enough.
Might not be, Pete. I mean, of that number that Pete just said, the 90 some odd, 72 million was direct spending in Boulder. So that's lodging, transportation, food, retail, recreation. If you're a student athlete that wants to be noticed, be on TV, this is one of those places you would want to go. Is Michigan better? Yes. Is Alabama better? Yes. But you're getting close to rivaling those schools in terms of exposure, Pete. And exposure is what gets you, the first round picks. Yeah. So in 2024, Pete, the Colorado said they had record revenue because of him, $146 million. Football ticket sales, 31.2 million, more than double the previous record. You go there now, you can't get a ticket. Right. Even the students have a hard time getting tickets, Pete. And they police it pretty closely. So they might need to expand that damn stadium. But this is a good deal for Deion. It's a great deal for Boulder.
Yeah, you got to love it. It's unbelievable. By the way, just on a side note, did you see what Stanford did? I mean, it's unbelievable, John. Andrew Luck came out there. He just got hired less than a month ago, something close to that anyway. So about a month ago, he comes in as the general manager. This is a new position for Stanford. A lot of schools are starting to add this in. Many of them already have. LSU's done it for years. Alabama's done it for years. Georgia's done it for years. You see a little bit of a trend here. Texas has done it for years. So the PAC decided they would do it, although they're no longer the PAC. They're the ACC. But Luck comes in there and he looks at the coach and he goes, hey, man, there's a lot of complaints about you being a pretty big jackass. And he goes, you're out. And I mean, that's not what he was hired for. But you know what, John? I can't blame him for doing it. I mean, it's his school. He came there. He wanted to do whatever he can do as a general manager. Well, he was supposed to do all these other things. And he looked at the coach and said, look, we can't recruit because we don't have the right coach. Now, the other issue is the guys who like the coach, they've lost 20 guys so far to the portal from Stanford. So a lot of, this and that, but I personally think that Andrew Luck actually did the right thing. What about you? A real quickie on this one.
Yeah, I'd say it's the right thing. I mean, he talked to the players. He didn't just come in all emotional, Pete. Right. Talked to the players. A lot of those players did not like this coach. Yeah. Granted, the guys that go into the portal, it's not always because they don't like the coach.
Right.
Quite frequently, it's because they get a better opportunity somewhere else, or they think they can get a better opportunity somewhere else. And so they go. So you're always, as long as this is the way it is right now, Pete, you're going to see movement no matter how well liked the coach is. Even Deion sees players leaving his space as well.
Oh, yeah. Guys want to play and guys want to get money. And if they're not getting the money from their school, they're going to somewhere else, which ties into the next thing. NCAA tournament, okay? I don't know if I've ever seen this happen before, John. I can't remember it anyways, but it probably has happened sometime. But all 4 number 1 seeds are in the Final Four. I mean, I can't remember seeing that. Now, doesn't mean it hasn't happened. I didn't go out and fully research the whole thing. I just found it really interesting. I know we haven't seen that for a while because there's always that sneaky number 2 or that sneaky number 8 or whatever that somehow gets in there. But I think this is a testament to one thing, John, NIL. Now, think about this for a second. We had 12 teams from the SEC make it in there, right? They got into the tournament this year. They got 2 into the Final Four, right? I mean, so that's kind of interesting. You got Florida, you got Auburn, then you get the ACC, you get Duke, and then you get the Big 12, and you got Houston. Houston is a scary team that can really, really play. But Duke's got the best player I've seen in a really long time in Flag, John. I think he's really special. But I just wanted to say, take a look at where the NIL money really sits, okay? And just to give you a little idea, I looked up at the top 10 NIL schools, right? Well, Tennessee, they've got 30 million. Texas got somewhere in the upper 20s. Ole Miss has got theirs. Florida's got theirs. Missouri's got theirs. NIL money alone for the entire SEC, $186 million, John. So if you don't think you can buy a championship, then you ain't paying attention to what's going on out there. I'm just saying it one last time, at least for a little while. They need to put a cap on this damn thing. There's got to be a level where somebody has the ability to say, look, the number's 25 million. That's the max. Now, if you can't raise it, you can't raise it. But that is the max. And until they do that, John, we're going to see this go more and more into that. Who's got the money? They're going to win. Take a look at the football championship. Take a look at what's going on with basketball, the championship there. Those are your big money drivers. Yeah, there's other things. There's hockey and whatever else. But the reality is you can buy championships now if you've got enough folks that want to give you the money to do it.
Take a look, Pete, at an interesting little event that happened with the Yankees because they took their bats, Pete, and they actually applied some MIT science to it, apparently. They said, the handle, let's keep it real thin. Let's put all the weight up here in the barrel. And it looks a bit like, I think they're calling them torpedo bats right now, Pete. Yep. But what they did was they torpedoed Nestor Cortez, who used to be their pitcher for the Milwaukee Braves. Let's watch at least the first 3 pitches of this, Pete, because this is baseball history.
That's gone.
He gone.
I'll tell you what, when Aaron Judge gets his eye on the ball and he's got that bat, this could be ugly for a lot of pitchers, not just this poor son of a gun.
Well, so that's the leadoff.
By the way, that pitcher might need to push away from that candy corn or whatever he's eating, John. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, then let's take a look at the next guy that comes up, Pete, because the next guy that comes up, when your leadoff gives you a home run like that, the fans are, of course, going to be pretty pleased, and the dugout. But let's see what happens when the next guy steps into that box. Does Nestor brush him back, or does he throw one right down the pipe? Let's see.
He's a former Yankee. He's not going to brush him. He's going to throw it right down the middle and watch another one go over his head. The poor bastard.
Well, what did he say, Pete, in Bull Durham? Last time I saw one fly that far, it had a stewardess on it.
Look at the smile, the smirk on his face.
And there's Aaron Judge coming up. So
that's
number 99, the biggest home run hitter in the American League coming up now. And you've thrown 2 pitches, 2 home runs. This is baseball history right here, Pete. Take a look.
Yeah.
And on a perfect day, too. Okay, here comes the pitch.
He's only like 6'8" or whatever he is. He just that thing
There
was
goes
out.
Upper Decker.
God, that thing got out of there faster than a Tesla. I'll tell you that right now. See that poor
They
son.
already pulled the other pitcher, Pete. But that's not Nestor anymore.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, former Yankee and the whole thing. I mean, it's just they are good. They pay a lot of money for their players, and it actually works. It doesn't always work. Look at the Mets. A lot of the time, they pay a lot. Stevie Cohen does a great job trying to get the best guys he can, pays for the rest. Mm-hmm. But the Yankees have been doing it for so long, it's just amazing.
Yeah. There. Goodbye, Nestor.
All right. That's another highlight.
There it is, right on that fat part of the bat, Pete, the torpedo.
Unreal.